Hey guys, this is Josh here. I'm just doing a quick video, just kind of showing off my rig. I just added the Eventide H9 to it yesterday to complete kind of the Midi setup that I have going here. It's all powered by the unit on the front right there, on that DPC-5 by Disaster Area Designs. Absolutely phenomenal MIDI controller. I have it set up so it's mostly working the way I want. The one thing I'm having trouble getting to work is tap tempo to the Eventide and the timeline at the same time. I can't get tap tempo to the Eventide for some reason. So, for whatever reason, I'm having a little issues there, but I've been in contact with Matthew and we're trying to figure it out. He's the maker of the DPC-5. Awesome dude. He responds really quickly, and yeah, he's always a great resource if you run into any problems. So just kind of a little short demo of what's going on. So I have everything pre-programmed here. I just got these 5 presets here on this first bank. So I'm just going to kind of go show just kind of how it all works there. So this is my bypass signal. I am running stereo into a Fender Twin and an Igniter tweaker. Both pretty good amps. The Twin's definitely my main one, but I'm just kind of kicking it over in stereo just for fun here. So that's my bypass signal. This is my preset 1, and I'm on the red bank here, meaning when I hit this preset 1, it'll engage any of the 5 pedals that I have on the loop. Well, also I have it basically TRS momentary switching the Ecstasy Blue, and then I have it controlling the Timeline Bigsky and Eventide via Midi. So this pedal realistically is powering up to 9 pedals. I only have 8 plugged in because I'm waiting to, I'm going to shift out my King of Tone here to get it powered where I can put it on 2 effects loops rather than 1. But so currently I have 1 loop dead, so I'm only running 4 on the loop, but that'll be fixed soon, so I can either patch into the orange or the red side of the King of Tone. That's not the main focus though. Main focus is how this works. So if I press just reset 1 here, my Bigsky, my Timeline, and Eventide all switch to a certain preset, and it selects whatever overdrive pedals I want in that mix. So here's just a quick demo of what that sounds like. So you can see it's a very, very ambient sound there. Sounds really, really awesome, really big. Basically there I was just running a huge reverb from the space through the H9 into the Timeline, into the Bigsky with a shimmer on the Bigsky, kind of topping it all off there. Next one I have here, this is basically a tremolo into a standard quarter with a pretty basic reverb here. Gives you that tremolo sound. Something that I've been missing on my board is a good tremolo. I do have that on the reverb, the Fender Twin I mean, but you know it's not exactly what I was wanting, so I'm glad the H9 has that, and that one comes built into it. So next patch I've got here, I've got a really ambient with a chorus on the fronts and no delay. Really, really spacey. I love the chorus sound on the H9. It sounds really, really good. It's pulling over from the Mod Factor. Next one here, I have a soft tremolo again with a pretty fast delay with the chorus, or the choral reverb from the Bigsky. tremolos and the delays all BPM matching, so they're both at 180. So basically I have them programmed so I don't have to do any tapping if I want to during a live set. I can just go through and punch in all of this, and everything will switch to what I need it to. The last one's my favorite here. This is not the timeline. This is Eventide and the Bigsky. Bigsky is just on a standard, I believe it's a Hall reverb. This is mostly driven here from the H9. This is my basically dotted eighth and quarter note that jumps between amps. All probably pretty familiar with that kind of a sound. It's a very U2-like. That's why I was playing bad there. But that's a really cool way to just kind of allow things to bounce between it. Yeah, so the back to the DPC-5, you can see how it kind of works there. I was selecting different pedals there too. So like for this loop, maybe it's this one. Yeah, the ecstasy blue turns on, even though that's just by that momentary switching up there. Because I have that tapped into it. So it's really, really simple to go through and create the patches you want to. You can have up to 60 banks here. And so I have this basically extender pedal right here. And this will cycle through all of those available folders. So I just cycled through, I don't know how many that is, that would be 12. On each of those, there are 5 available to you. So you can get up to 60 presets there, as well as on this side, it's just a constant tap tempo. That is working with the timeline right now through Midi, but I'm having issues with the Eventide, but hopefully I'll get that resolved here pretty soon. But yeah, with this pedal right here, I realistically do not have to touch any of the other pedals during a live set. Obviously volume if I want to, and then I have this plugged into the Eventide for the expression control. But realistically, I can manage those 3 pedals right there. And then if I ever needed to, in the time being, I can hit the red side on the King of Tone to engage that. But once I get that resolved and get that split, so that orange and red are on their own individual loops, I can leave both those sides always on, control all of them from this pedal right here, and I will not have to touch another pedal. That's my goal. Keep it very, very simple. Keep it very, very easy to manage. And I believe I'm well on my way to that. It just takes a little bit of prep work up front, but in my opinion, it is well worth it. So, thank you for watching. I hope this is kind of cool to you. If you guys have any questions about the DPC-5, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll try my best to kind of check back and see if we can kind of get a discussion going. DPC-5, highly, highly recommend it. It's a $400 pedal. You can get it custom made with like a roller wheel on the side, which I have. Obviously the extender is like $40 or something. So that whole MIDI rig right there is about $450 or so, and then the cable. So talking about $500 to kind of create that complete MIDI setup, as well as this goes through and will select my overdrives. So between set to set, I can have things very consistent, and I don't have to do any guessing or anything like that. When you're running as many overdrives as I am, I'm kind of an OD-aholic, I guess you could say. I have 5 overdrives on my board, the analog manic, and I'm counting as 1, so it technically has 2. So basically 6 overdrives on my board, so I'm trying to not have to remember exactly which one is which is pretty important to me. As well as the timeline, Eventide, and Bigsky, those seem to be fulfilling all of my effect-based needs. So I just want some good overdrive tones. All those can cover my effects, and my DPC-5 can cover it. So let me know if you guys have any questions, and thank you for watching.